Good morning this Monday, the 29th of May. I'm Grady Ball for Market Analyst with Bell Direct. US markets are set to rally to start the week this week, following the conclusion of a lengthy negotiations process over raising the debt ceiling in the US, which finally concluded on Saturday night in the US. Stocks in the US rallied on Friday as investors grew hopeful of an outcome in the debt ceiling negotiations between President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. The Dow Jones rose 1% on Friday, the S&P 500 added 1.3%, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq rallied 2.2%. On Saturday night in the US, President Biden and Kevin McCarthy held a 90-minute-long phone call to discuss a deal where a compromise was reached and an agreement in principle has been decided on the US debt ceiling. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy expects Congress to pass the debt deal, which is called a compromise and is good for the country because, according to Biden, it prevents what could have been a catastrophic default and would have led to an economic recession, retirement accounts devastated, and millions of jobs lost. And over in Europe, markets closed higher as investors looked ahead to the crucial weekend for the US debt ceiling negotiations. Technology stocks in the region rallied late last week following the release of chipmaker Nvidia's strong results. Germany's DAX rose 1.2% on Friday, the French CAC added 1.24%, and in the UK, the FTSE 100 rose 0.74%. The local index closed 0.23% higher on Friday, buoyed by a rally for technology stocks, also on the back of Nvidia's strong results on Friday, which fueled a rally for tech stocks locally and around the world. Investor appetite is also growing for technology stocks as rate hike pauses and potential cuts are on the horizon in the future. Materials stocks also had a strong end to the week, with the sector rising 0.93% on Friday, following a solid rebound in the price of iron ore, which has been slammed in recent weeks after demand from China's iron ore is weaker and demand outlook has been weaker than expected. On the commodities front this morning, oil is trading 0.86% higher at $73.32 a barrel. Coal is flat at $160 a ton. Gold is up 0.14% at $1,943 an ounce, and iron ore is up 3.55% at $102 a ton. Ahead of the local trading session here in Australia, the SPI futures are anticipating the ASX to open almost 1% higher, driven by the boost in sentiment as the debt ceiling negotiations come to an end in the US. Stocks trading ex-dividend today include Dalrymple Bay Infrastructure and Infratil. If you've been thinking about these stocks, it might be worth considering buying in today, as stocks trading ex-dividend generally trade lower on the ex-dividend date. One Aussie dollar is buying 65 US cents, 91.83 Japanese yen, 52.8 British pence, and 1 New Zealand dollar and 8 cents. And now let's dive into some trading ideas for your consideration today. Bell Potter has decreased the price target on Eagers Automotive from $15.25 to $15, but maintain a buy rating on the leading automotive retailer in Australia, following the release of the company's trading update at its AGM, which was slightly below Bell Potter expectations, with underlying NPAT before tax for the first 4 months of the year only in line with PCP or prior corresponding period. Bell Potter expects a stronger H2 due to further improvements in deliveries from the big three, Toyota, Mitsubishi and Mazda, as well as BYD. And Trading Central has identified a bullish signal on APM Human Services International, following the formation of a pattern over a period of 17 days, which is roughly the same amount of time the share price may rise from the close of $2.04 to the range of $2.14 to $2.18, according to standard principles of technical analysis. And that's all we have time for this morning. Have a wonderful Monday, and as always, happy investing.